Hello there, thank you for watching this video. I'm done on Linux. And I do everything on Linux. Did I have to explain that to you? I hope I didn't. Well, if I did, stop watching this video, because if you don't know what Linux is, that's just... yeah. So I do everything on Linux, and in the background, you'll see... not even in the background, really. In the background, you'll see some shots of me doing things on Linux, playing a flight simulator, doing some C++. I know more than the video shows, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do a lot on Linux, and give me some of your video ideas in the comments.
So why do I do everything on Linux? That is a question not a lot of people ask, but I'm going to answer it anyway. I do a lot on Linux because it's free, and also, if you didn't know, Windows and Microsoft are corporate entities, okay? They're gonna use your stuff for targeted advertising. Yeah. Not only that, Linux is just better for networking and generally everything that's a little more techy than the average person. PowerShell, in my opinion, is kind of a broken scripting language, and I don't even know why you would even really attempt to use the Windows command line unless you're like trying to, like, I don't know, do something like that doesn't require a lot of expertise, but it does, but you can actually do a lot on the command line. Not, at least not as much as Linux. Windows doesn't have its own package manager, which means that you have to go online and download stuff, and that's not necessarily from the most trusted source all the time. This is why I chose Linux. I got into Linux because I was doing Hack the Box. It's a little thing where you can basically practice hacking and stuff. And I got into Linux. I created a VM. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I switched to Linux. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be actually. And now that I use Linux, I'm realizing it's much better than Windows. There are built-in a lot of stuff. And it's very customizable. More customizable than the paid version of Windows, and I couldn't pay for it, so I was pirating Windows. Yeah, it's a pretty good alternative if you're somewhat techy. There are distros out there, and you don't have to be that techy to run Linux, but you can be. The other thing, other than paying for the OS, you're gonna need to pay for software too. Whereas most of the stuff on package managers and most of the stuff on Linux is free. There's no package manager that charges you, at least according to me.